do you hope Zane comes back from the World Juniors with that maybe he doesn't have now?
Yeah, I hope he comes back with a gold medal. I think he's got an opportunity to play on a big stage where it is pressure packed, and he has a chance to do it against his peers, kids. I don't want to say kids, but men that are his age. So my hope is that he goes and has an excellent camp, so he earns a spot on the team, and then he has a terrific tournament from there, and he comes back with some swagger, and he steps right in and is ready to go again for us.
Is it the same for Reschny? Like, I know you've worked less with him.
Yeah, totally. Like, both players have to go in and they have to impress, and they have to make it so that the people that are picking the team realize that there's no choice but to have them both on it. So Resch would be the same, and we're hopeful that at the end of the day he's on that team, because it will be a wonderful experience for them, but it allows a young guy, as I said, with Zane, to play in a pressure-packed tournament against peers that are your age. So it's nice to have that opportunity to be able to do that.
You must look at Cole's inclusion on that roster, knowing that you've been there and knowing it's such a 19-year-old's tournament. The fact that he's even going to camp is a pretty good sign, is it not? Yeah,
it is for sure. But I do think from when I was there, there was a lot of eyes. He's not 19. He's not old enough to be here yet, unless you're an exceptional player. I think we cut Nugent Hopkins one year because he was young, if I'm not mistaken. But now I don't think it's that way anymore, because they're going to take the best player that they can possibly take, and if you happen to be 18 or 19, doesn't matter. So that's why it's important to go in there with a little bit of swagger, knowing that I'm going to show people that I deserve to be on this team, and then go from there.
What made this the right time to get Hunter up with the team?
He's been playing well for the Wranglers. He's a good young prospect that we do have, and I think over the stretch of a regular season, you want to, one, reward guys for playing well, but two, see if he's improved the things that we've asked him to work on when he gets his chance to get into the lineup for us. He won't be in there tonight, but he'll get his chance soon.
We didn't see Jake being out there. Anything going on?
Yeah, Jake's dealing with something, and he's being evaluated right now, so he won't play tonight, but I'll have more info for you probably shortly.
Players, what can Hunter kind of take from what Jan's done this year and coming up and kind of staying in the lineup? Yeah,
a lot, actually. I mean, one is the patience that you got to stay with it and keep believing in yourself while you're not with us. But two, I think stay in your lane, if you will. Like, there is a certain style that we expect him to play when he's here. You don't have to be something different than what you are, even at the American League level. Like, we expect him to move the puck really well when he's here. We expect him to play with pace, but he doesn't have to go out there and do something that's extraordinary, that wows everybody every single time he steps on the ice. That's not it. And Kuzi's done an excellent job of that, really recognizing the type of player that he is and how he can help our team be successful.
Ryan, when you talk about wanting to check in on whether Hunter or any kid has improved on what you're asking of them, in his specific case, what's been on that list?
Biggest thing was consistent pace of play. So whether it's with or without puck, it's to every second we ask them to be every day we ask them to be just a little bit quicker than you were the day before. So that was his big challenge when he got sent down.
Sorry, on a bit of a different topic, doing a feature on Brandon Montour. You worked with him at the Worlds last year. What sort of impressions did you have of his game?
I liked his game. Like, he's got a lot of energy. He reminds me a lot of a Mackenzie Weegar on our team around the dressing room, where he's got a bubbly personality, and he's got a nice skill set, and I do really appreciate the competitive side that he plays the game with as well. You're welcome.
I asked Weegar just about playing with Jan, and whether one of the things he said was Jan came in when Mackenzie felt like his game was at a bit of a low. I asked him, like, are you back? And he sort of concluded with, I feel like I'm back. Do you feel like Mackenzie has gotten his game back to the level where it was a little bit last year?
He's getting closer, I would say that. Like, we've seen it more often than not. And part of it, when you look at Mackenzie early in the season, I felt like every night he had a different partner. We were trying to find a match for him. And until we really got Kuzi up here, there wasn't anything that was perfect for us that we felt fit what we needed to have on a consistent basis. So I think that probably impacted his game a little bit, because we were asking him to play with different guys every night on the left side, on the right side. Now he's been in the one spot, so Kuzi and Mackenzie are able to read off of each other, and they've done a good job of that over the last while.
Is funny when you ask Mackenzie, he says Jan deserves the credit, and when you ask Jan, he says Mackenzie deserves the credit. Where do you kind of come down there on what's made that such an effective pairing?
Both. I guess I would say both. Jan's brought something to the pair. There's stability there. He knows how to play the game, and I think he allows Mackenzie to be a little bit more freewheeling. And I think because, Mackenzie's, he tries to bring people along and help them and teach them how to play the game the right way. He makes sure that Jan's ready to play. So I think they've been a very nice match so far.